So let's get started. Speaking of history, people tell me Valkyria Chronicles is a tactical war game based on World War II. But I never really paid attention in history class, so I don't know what happened in World War II. Luckily, Valkyria Chronicles has taught me everything about World War II I could ever want to know. Apparently, the majority of World War II was fought in Sweden. World War II, the Axis powers of Germany and Britain rallied their troops to begin the Swedish invasion. You see, the Axis powers needed to invade Sweden to gain control of its uranium and bread. However, in the midst of the invasion, the son of an old German general returned to his homeland of Holland, a small town in Sweden, to lead the Swedish army in a glorious fight against the Axis powers, using his father's vintage World War I steam-powered nuclear tank. However, the Axis had their own secret weapon, the lost people of Norway, who came armed with Gatling sniper rifles, and also they could fire laser beams, repel bullets, and fly. It was popularly thought that Sweden's princess was Norwegian as well. But after the Prime Minister of America attempted to kidnap her in his battle limo, it was revealed that she is not Norwegian, but in fact Jewish. Now, it's common knowledge that the Jews used the nuclear bomb to blow up the Swedish desert back in World War I. And so anti-Semitism runs rampant among the Swedish people of Holland, Ireland, and Japan. However, it was later revealed that this is all a lie. The Norwegians actually blew up the desert and forced the Jews into working as slaves in uranium mining camps in order to keep their mouths shut. After the general's sister, Anne Frank, is killed in the field of battle, Benito Mussolini figures out that the general's girlfriend is Norwegian too. So that one time she lit on fire with heavenly blue something or other. So he shoots her and nearly kills her, but killing a Norwegian only makes them stronger. So she lends her aid by becoming an unstoppable walking death machine, and with her help, the Swedish army destroys Prince Charles's giant robot. Damn, history is confusing. And I barely even mentioned when the Swedish army caught a flying pig, or when the Sky Pirates became part of the Allied forces, or that part where Spike Spiegel uses his stealth tank to blow up Auschwitz. And while we're on the subject of Jews, some of you may have seen a movie called The Story of Riki. It's the story of Riki. He lands himself in prison, fights a bunch of people for pussy and smoke, throws the warden in a meat grinder, and punches his way to freedom. That's just what happens in the first 2 volumes of violent hero Riki-Oh, and it only gets crazier from there. The title character of Riki-Oh is searching the world over for his long-lost twin brother, going on violent adventures befitting someone whose name literally means Power King. In most mangas, this would mean he goes around punching people in a violent fashion. This is not the case. Riki-Oh doesn't just punch people, he fistinates them. David-marked fist blasts holes in people. Organs will violently pop out the other side. Violently. When you get past the over-the-top violence, borderline copyright violation, and the ham-fisted morality, Riki-Oh is the story of one man's search for his roots. Those roots are that his twin brother is the Antichrist, his mom could be Hitler's illegitimate daughter, and his father is Jesus. From the future. Hell yeah.
You know who else is from the future? No, think StarCraft. Jim Raynor is a space cowboy pirate general fighting against the evil alien Zerg for about 4 minutes 30 seconds, at which point he gets road trashed and dies horribly and you don't get to see the rest of the plot. Oh, hang on. Well, let me get the patch. Well, you can't rush with that. Okay, Raynor lives. His allies, the Protoss, are fleeing the Zerg after the destruction of their homeworld. Again? Whoa, seriously? Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, Raynor's allies, the Protoss, are apparently taking over the universe with giant spider robots. But the insidious Zerg infestors use neuroparasites to take over the robots. Okay, the insidious Zerg infestors get blown up by spider robots before they range. Wow. Okay, they don't get blown up by spider robots. They get blown up by space fighters. About 10 years after the battle is over, when nobody fucking cares. Couldn't it be a little more stupider, Blizzard? Because I'm not frustrated enough yet.